Hey guys, have you ever wondered what it's like to spend a day in the life of a dialysis warrior? Well, if you have, then this is the video for you. Hi, I'm Colin, your host here at Dialysis Warrior, and let's get right into it. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Dialysis Warrior. I'm Colin, your host, and I'm so glad you're here. If you're a dialysis patient or taking care of someone who is, this is the channel for you. And as promised, I said today we're going to get right into how I'd run a normal dialysis day. So let's get right into it. Normally, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I brush my teeth, stretch, and make my bed. Then I'll get a shower and then eat breakfast. Usually I wake up stiff, so I'll do some stretching after all that. This really helps out in just not being in pain and having a better mood throughout the day, which is crucial. Who wants to be miserable? Anyways, having a routine is crucial for me. I've learned that if I don't have a routine, then life just gets out of hand. So being a dialysis warrior, you gotta have a routine on dialysis days especially. After all that, I'll fill up a 1 liter bottle because we have fluid restrictions on dialysis. As if you don't know, most people on dialysis stop peeing. And that's not good because now you can't drink that much. And if you do, causes a lot of problems. That means you have to pull more off on dialysis, which means it's harder on your heart, which means you'll be in more pain and feel worse. It really is crucial to limit your fluids. I know it's hard. After that, I'll usually sit down and get some deep work done. In the morning is when I have high energy, and it's crucial for me to get my work done there. Now my energy levels are usually pretty high because I follow the diet, I get regular dialysis, I follow the fluid restrictions, and most importantly, I keep a positive attitude. No matter what happens, we gotta keep a positive attitude. If you don't have a positive outlook, then how can you expect things to be good? If you're looking at it from a negative perspective, then it'll never be positive. So keep a positive mindset. So even when things are bad, you choose to look at it from a positive perspective. I believe in self-improvement is crucial to having a positive attitude. I'm always trying to better myself. I'm always learning something. Like right now I'm learning Python, which is a computer programming language. I'm studying generative AI, and I'm even going back and relearning algebra. It's been years since I've been out of high school, and it's not that hard. I remember a lot of it, but I'm not that far back into it yet. Let's see when I start getting up into calculus again. I'll work until about 10 a.m. I will start making lunch. For lunch, I'll usually have some kind of salad, and I'll use olive oil and vinegar for dressing. It's the best dressing that you can use as far as healthiness wise for us. Other dressings are just not good. After lunch, I'll get my dialysis bag ready. In my dialysis bag, I make sure to pack my laptop and chargers, my phone and chargers, my tablet and chargers, a water bottle, a battery charging pack, electronic hand warmers, and some kind of snack with some salt to help keep my blood pressure up a little bit. And always a couple doses of my medication. You never know what could happen. You could end up in the hospital after a treatment, and you definitely don't want to be without your medicines or supplies. It's always good to be prepared. Now, I do dialysis at the hospital. My hospital has an in-center, outpatient center in it, too, and that's where I go. So they have blankets readily available there, but some dialysis centers do not, and you need to bring your own. So it's crucial to ask questions before your treatment at your first center to find out if you're going to have blankets there or not. Most centers will give you a bag when you first start, and they'll have a small blanket, but it's just a throw blanket. It's not going to keep you warm. Anyways, I drive myself, so I leave my house at around 10:45 to arrive at 11:15 at my dialysis center. It takes about 15 minutes to get hooked up, so my treatment time is 11:30 to 3:15. It's 3 hours and 45 minutes long. Most people usually do about 3 hours and 30 minutes, but that 30 minutes wasn't cleaning me fully, so they wanted to up it by 15 minutes. And that's might be because I eat a good bit of meat, so, and that's crucial. We need the protein. We really do as dialysis patients. You know, dialysis actually pulls about roughly 8 grams of protein out during a treatment. Like, it just removes it from your body. And we need protein. We really do. You lose muscle mass, and that's one of the ways you die on dialysis. You start wasting away. So it's crucial to keep up muscle mass. In fact, I would join a gym if it's that possible. I love lifting weights. It helps keep a positive mindset for me. It feels good. My nephrologist and the whole team there love the fact that I work out. I even go and run at the gym later on the evening on dialysis days, usually about a mile. But that's because I've worked at it. Most of you guys probably won't be there just yet, but I believe a lot of you guys can reach a high level of fitness if you really push hard and follow the diet. Once I get to the dialysis center, I ring the bell once I walk inside, and a dialysis staff member will come out and get me when it's my time. First thing I'll do when I walk in is I'll go to my chair and drop my stuff off that I need, and then I'll go to the scale and weigh myself. They weigh in kilograms because it is science, and that's how they do things in science. However, if you want to know how much you are in pounds, multiply the kilograms by 2.2, and that's what you are in pounds. They weigh you to determine how much fluid you have gained between treatments, because as I've said, most of us stop peeing. And even the ones who still pee, most don't pee all the fluid that they drink out. So they need to remove it, because that fluid will just sit on you. And it'll start sitting on your lungs and your heart, and eventually, if it builds up enough, you can die. I've literally almost drowned myself on a treatment from fluid filling up in my lungs like it was a kitchen sink. You don't want this to happen. So please drink the right amount of fluid. Follow that. That is most people's problem, because I know it's so hard. It's so hard to limit yourself to only 32 ounces of fluid a day. I feel for every single one of you guys, because I know, but it does get easier over time. After we do that, I go back to my chair, and they'll put the blood pressure cuff on me, and they'll do a standing blood pressure check. They'll check my temperature, and they'll ask me a few questions, like if I've had any nausea, if there's any swelling on my ankles. They'll check to make sure. Any kind of symptoms, diarrhea or anything like that. Usually no for me, because I've been following the diet properly and just really, really making sure that I learn everything I can about dialysis and do my best to just follow what I'm supposed to do. They'll do a sitting blood pressure. After that, we'll start setting up for the treatment. They'll get out the tape, because they have to tape the needles to your arm here. Stick 2 needles in, one here and one here. This is the arterial bottom one. That's where the blood leaves and goes into the machine to get filtered, and it comes back through this one, and that's called the venous pressure. We'll also sterilize my arm, and then we'll do the stick, tape it all up and get me all hooked up and start the treatment. Most of the time during the treatment, I'll sit there and play on my phone or read a book, maybe answer some emails or social media posts. Sometimes I even take a nap if I get tired. That's not normal for me, but most people do. Most people take a nap because their blood pressure tanks while they're on the treatment. Now, I have ADHD, so sitting still is hard for me. But if I can do it, so can you. Anyways, what does dialysis do? Well, dialysis removes the excess waste out of the stuff that you eat from your bloodstream and the fluid that you drink. It's designed for kidney failure, and It really is a blessing because if we didn't have dialysis, all of us who need it would be dead right now. You should speak up to the staff if you're having any concerns, not feeling right, feeling nauseous, or if you have a headache or just anything. You have to speak up. Your care team is there to help you, and they will know what to do. Being proactive is part of being a dialysis warrior. After my treatment at 3:15, they do two blood pressures, a sitting and a standing, and then they rinse back the blood into me. And then we take the needles out. And I have to usually sit there and hold for about 5 minutes before we tape it all up, and I'm usually done bleeding. We tape it all up, and I leave that on for a couple hours. Some patients have to hold for 20 to 30 minutes, I've seen. Now, there is mistakes that happen. Sometimes when they're taking the needle out, they'll take this bottom one out, and I'll be holding it, and while they're taking this out, I'm putting pressure down on it, and it pushes on the needle, and here it hurts, and I'll let up a little bit, and sometimes I've bled. I've seen people who started shooting blood because they let go. You don't want to get hit by somebody else's blood. I've seen nurses get shot in the face with some blood from patients. So they always wear protective gear. Once I get home, my neck and back usually hurts. So I usually do some more stretching, and then I'll make dinner. For dinner, I usually have some kind of healthy lean protein like a steak, or I'll make a burger from low fat, good ground beef. And what I season with, you got to use like thyme, basil, rosemary, garlic, onions. You want to stay away from salt. And the reason for that is salt will make you thirsty, but not only that, it would also make you hold fluid because salt retains fluid when it's in the body. So then when you do go get dialysis, you may cramp up and there's still fluid there because it's being held by the salt. And another problem with salt is it raises your blood pressure up. And with kidney failure patients, well, high blood pressure goes kind of hand in hand. So just lay off the salt. I used to love the taste of salt. Now I don't even really like it anymore. So if I can do it, you can do it too. After dinner, I'll usually get back to some light work, answering emails, maybe writing a little bit, or, reading a book. I might even watch TV for a little bit if I don't feel like working. But after that, once it's about 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, I'll go out for a walk if the weather permits. If it's winter time, I'll wait till later in the evening and go to the gym and run on the treadmill. I usually go there about 8 o'clock at night. My gym tends to start emptying out at that time, so I'll wait then. And then after 9 o'clock, I'm home. I take my pills, get a shower, and I'm off to bed. Thank you for watching another episode of Dialysis Warrior.